He wanted the Polish Danzig question in the corridor settled not by force, he told his generals and diplomats. And that's understandable given what he demanded. What did he demand? A German flag over Danzig, a town of 350,000, political control for the Germans, let the Poles keep economic control. He didn't demand the Polish corridor back, and if he wanted war with Poland, that's what he would have demanded. He demanded a quarter-mile rail and road corridor across the Polish corridor between Prussia and Germany, which had been separated foolishly at Versailles by giving Poland this strip of German land between them. On the 26th of March, he said, I don't want this issue settled by force with Poland. Why? He wanted Poland as an ally. He had an agreement with Pilsudski, who died in 1935. He liked Pilsudski. These people were right-wing neo-fascists. And Hitler liked the regime. And what he wanted from the regime, he thought the regime was a natural ally, just like Mussolini, just like Admiral Horthy, just like General Franco, just like the Monsignor Tiso in Slovakia. He thought are natural allies, and in return for giving him Danzig back and a rail and road corridor, he wanted them in the anti-Comintern pact that he was pulling together of Germany, Italy, Japan against Moscow. Brits gave the war guarantee on the 31st. Hitler went berserk. In 2 days, he ordered Case White, and that is preparations for an invasion of Poland as of September 1, at the latest. But then he kept making offers to Poland. He still wanted to deal with the Poles. He didn't want war. And then the British, of course, and the French are in Moscow trying to cut a deal with Stalin. And so Hitler's watching this, and the Poles refuse even to talk to him about Danzig. And Henderson, the British ambassador, says, why wasn't I told of the generosity of Hitler's offer of April 25th? So Hitler is increasingly frustrated. Poles have joined the West against me, so he forms an alliance with Stalin. Even that, I think, was not designed necessarily for war. It was designed diplomatically to get the Brits out. And what he did, that was on the 23rd or 24th of August. And so Neville Chamberlain's still prime minister. So Chamberlain, what does he do? When Hitler announces this Hitler-Stalin pact, Hitler thinks that this brilliant pact, we got the Soviets on our side and we're there, and clearly Poland's going to be divided again and the Brits can't do anything about it. They're not going to stand up behind their guarantee. The 24th, Chamberlain reissues the guarantee to Poland and forms a military alliance with Poland. What did Hitler do? He backed down. He called off the invasion for the 25th. And he tried to find a way, all during that week, that period, to get some kind of deal with the Poles, which would at least, or some kind of offer to the Poles, which would convince the British to say, look, Poland, you got to deal with Germany or we're not going to stand by the guarantee. So ultimately, when you see Hitler in his own interpreter, when the British hand the ultimatum in, and Henderson takes it into Ribbentrop, who takes it into Hitler, Hitler is, they just say his face was a mask of rage. He looked at Ribbentrop and he said, what now? And what he meant, I think, was our diplomacy has failed, because he never wanted war with the British Empire.
Denn es ist ja klar, das deutsche Volk empfand keinen Hass, weder gegen Engländer noch gegen Franzosen. Das französische Volk, das englische Volk, das deutsche Volk wollte mit ihnen ja nur in Frieden und in Freundschaft leben. Es hat Forderungen, die diesen Völkern ja auch nicht wehtun, die den Völkern gar nichts nehmen.
He, of all the leaders, take FDR, Churchill, Stalin, Mussolini, all the others, of all the leaders, Hitler was a greater admirer of the British Empire than any of them, except Winston Churchill. He never wanted war with Britain, and he never wanted a world war.